Hello, how are we doing? Jumping on a little bit early for the sake of saying hi, giving everyone a chance to get settled and relaxed, vibing. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. As always, the Nightwish clan have always been kind to me, so I'm grateful for you hanging out. And we'll give people time. We'll start dead on, but I wanted to say hi first. Hey Bart, how you doing? And hey to everybody. See loads of names here. And kind of picked this time trying to hope that it would be best for everybody. David, how you doing? Just watched South Africa versus Wales right now, actually. You're early, how dare you? Well, don't worry, we're not going to start early. I'm going to pull my volume of my mic down just a little bit, and we'll course correct as we go. Let me know if I'm a little loud, a little soft. It should be pretty good at the moment. I just don't want to be clipping because there's no editing afterwards. Yeah. So bear in mind, there is going to be a significant delay as it is with YouTube streaming. So what I'm saying and listening to and doing in real life is going to show up about 15 seconds afterwards. So if there's something that's said, was a particular comment, I do apologize if it takes a bit of time for me to catch it. I got so happy when I saw this. Thank you so much. Architects is a new song out. I believe so. I'm going to get to it, I promise. Life is crazy in the best possible way. It's very bland behind me, but that's for good reason. We bought our dream home. B and I bought our absolute dream home. And we've been working very, very hard to get it all ready. My side is lacking some background, but we'll get that sorted. And the vacant fields of Illinois. Well, just let's recap quick before we get going with this. I'm actually going to be looking at this version, which is the official Nightwish version of... We can make this a little bit bigger, I think. And I'll shift over. But yeah, I'm going to be looking at this version of their album, which is on their site. And I understand that there are probably some music videos and things that I need to have a look at, and I will do so. Let me just turn that just a little bit like that. But for the sake of what we're doing today, I thought it would be easier to have everything on one timeline, not get mixed up with different versions, not potentially click on a version out of order. And I think it's going to be really cool. I didn't think this was even coming. How are you able to keep yourself from hearing all the Nightwish? As I was just saying, we moved home. It's been an incredible journey, and it's been a lot of work. So I've also had a lot of practice of not listening to anything. Night Beer, Nightwish, Carneson's promises to be a decent night. Gary, I appreciate it. There's 130 of you here. Good God. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. As standard, I'll be pausing, stopping along the way. I'm going to try not disrupt the actual songs too much and try and leave some commentary for the end. This, of course, will be a video, VOD, as they call it, available after the stream. If you do miss it or you want to pause or you have to head out and come back later, which is cool. I am not in any control as to whether this video stays up. I've only done 2 songs off the new album, and they've been quite heavily claimed, as it is with pretty much all of the Nightwish songs, which I don't have a problem with. That's their label's way of doing things, and we kind of know that by now, so we just crack on and enjoy the music. If you aren't subscribed, please, well, only if you enjoy it, give it a couple minutes. If you do enjoy it, then go ahead and subscribe. That's very helpful. Like the video as well. And there is a little function at the bottom to show support. It's that little money symbol, which is a super chat symbol. If it's not within your means, that's okay, just hang out. And if you are able to do that, that's a very good way of supporting, because this video is going to make approximately $0. Which is not really why I do it, but hell, it's nice to have some support. Can play all of the first one very short? Yeah, so let's go with Yesterwynde, if that's how you say it. And we're going to start right now. I will pause after this one. Looks like a short little interlude, or intro, should I say. And let's see if the levels of the music and everything is all right. You ready? Oh my goodness, I'm ready. Will you be skipping songs you've heard? No, I'm not skipping anything. I'm going right through the whole album as is. Oh, Sam, you're a legend. I appreciate you, buddy. Very quick. I hear that you're saying the volume is low. I am adjusting it as we go. Hang in there. Promise. I'm going to adjust it as we go. I just need to figure out the settings. I haven't done a live stream on YouTube, certainly not in this format, for a very long time. Hang in there. I'm going to pump it up, but I do know that this part is supposed to be soft because it is an intro, so I don't want it to blow your ears out when it kicks in, if it does. There we go. Appreciate that. Keep me updated with the volume. I think it's good so far. We'll see when it kicks in. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm grateful beyond measure. Come on. Okay. Hey. Hang on. Oh, my God. Man, it feels good to be doing this. First of all, I'm incredibly appreciative of how they've uploaded the full album like this. So you can see all the markers. You can see where the songs are. If you hover over, you can see kind of where you are in that chapter or journey, let alone having the lyrics available for me, which is incredibly nice because it's not something I traditionally gravitate towards. God, there's 222 of you here. Thank you. You're so kind. Thank you so much for spending your weekend minutes with me and trading them to hang out. You guys are the best. Honestly, like, oh man, I get a bit emotional, yeah? Thank you. The one thing, and this is one of the songs that I did here, right? I think it was this one, An Ocean of Strange Islands. I believe it's this one. And the other one was The Day Of. I think those are the two that I've heard. And the one thing, and I do want to mention this because sometimes I'll do a reaction and look, I know there's a lot of people out there who don't do first-time reactions and they tell you they do. That's their business. I do listen to it for the first time, and I legitimately, after I do a reaction, I think to myself, God, I wish I said that, or I wish I thought to mention something. And this is one of those things. When you have a story that is set absolutely beautifully told in the beginning, quietly, softly, gently, considerately, and then it goes into something a little more heavy, or a lot more heavy in this instance. And yes, I did do Perfume of the Timeless. Thank you for mentioning that. Thank you. There's something that they do. It's a fairly common theme on some of the newer stuff, and I mean the last album and what I've heard of this, where if you're going to have something quite heavy that's on the nose in terms of your timing, it's that predictable snare placement. If you're able to take an orchestral piece, like a synth piece, that melodic synth, if you will, and it almost is a precursor to the snare hitting, so it ushers in the harshness of it, and it doesn't feel so kick you in the chest, because that's not a bad thing, but it is a bad thing if you're trying to let other things have moments, like vocals. I like that. God, look at us. This is all ours, isn't it? Come on. Nice call, Stephen. Nice call. Yeah. Okay, that's a really good example. I'm not going to go back because it's a long song and it should be. That's another thing. Like, people get very up in arms about the length of songs. I understand why songs are 3 minutes. Radio Times told us they should be. Good morning to everyone, by the way. Thank you so much for being here. Again, honestly, grateful beyond measure. If you could subscribe and hang out, that'd be cool. I think part of the success that Nightwish have had, and I think one of the things that I failed to grasp initially, was I found them to be incredibly impressive, different and impressive. But What I didn't realize at first, and it took me a couple years to realize, is they write songs and compose songs and record songs in a way that is almost the final products of something that you traditionally get to see the full journey of. I'll explain. Somebody mentioned Architects earlier. There's a new Architects song. I haven't heard it. But they did an album, and then they went and recorded it with an orchestra and a choir. So you got this like traditional concert song, if you would, and then you got that layered theatrical score-like, play-like audio attached to it. And it was grand, and it felt bigger and better, and it rejuvenated the song. And that's fun to do. But when you're able to create that right away without having to let it live in a smaller room before you expand it, before you think of that, I think that there is a mastery to the creation of music that I think is very underrated and overlooked. And it's easy when you see a band that has such a tight grip on music that it doesn't hold it too tightly, it just loosens. And it's comfortable, and it feels right. And that'll be something they always own. Because it's never been anybody else's. Glad to see you too, Troy. What are you? Oh. Tony, thank you so much for the support. It's greatly appreciated, really. Genuinely, thank you. Wow. Okay, I'm stopping there for good reason. I'm acutely aware that a band like this purposefully places songs in a particular order to tell a particular story, and if you don't get that feed in like you would on an album, you might miss out on some of that joy. So because I'm towards the end here and I can see it, I want to let it play into the other one. I just saw somebody, I was about to say this and I thought, just wait, hang in there, we got a long stream ahead, saying consider that Floor, this is Clive Matthews, thank you for this, just consider that Floor recorded this at home 6 weeks after giving birth to Lucy. That alone would be like God tier. It's like the amount of physical demand that singing requires, that you are the instrument. Everything you eat, the shape you're in, the muscle tone you have, the way you sleep, everything affects that chamber. Like, you have to look after yourself. It's not like playing guitar, and I certainly don't mean to minimize that, because I played guitar and I still do. But you know, you could have a bad night's sleep and too many beers and you could wake up and have a pretty good show. But to do that, but then that on top of the fact that she went through quite invasive treatment, it's actually ridiculous that she is not only so talented, but so talented in the face of adversity, genuine, real adversity. I don't think I'd ever be able to fully explain what an impact I had when I first heard Floor sing, but it hasn't gone. It never will. Fear is a choice. See? Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. If you want to, there's a little show your support button there. If it's within your means, go for it. If not, hang out, listen. And I'm just smiling because you've all been so kind to me over the years, and you continue to. So thank you. 300 people, yeah. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I don't like to pause right in the middle of something, but the only thing more important than music is people. And Clive, I'm so sorry to hear that you and your wife are going through that. Stay strong, buddy. Stay strong. And there's always hope. There's always good. And music is a good part of that. So hopefully you enjoy this stream and it keeps you busy. And I'm sending you all the best and the strength that I can from here. Appreciate you. Get in. Back at lunch, people. Hang on a hot minute. I try not to swear on you. I do my best, but it's gonna happen. You gotta deal with it. This is why I love doing this kind of thing with you guys live, is because when I'm sitting filming something, I'm very excited to film it. I'm very excited to experience it. But when I'm able to look at your comments and kind of have my thoughts interact with that and be able to talk to you, it's just such a pleasure. And I think if you're interested, there'll be more of these. It might be nice to even do like full concerts of previous kind of landmark concerts that they did and kind of watch those together. If you'd be interested in that, I'd be more than happy to do that, so long as it can stay up, or at least stay up for the stream. Afterwards, it's whatever. Troy is the Swiss Army knife of musicians. It's like anything you need him to do, he can do. It would be very easy to mistake him for a generalist because there are so few people who are able to specialize so broadly. But truthfully, he's one of those people who I think there are people who sit with click tracks, metronomes, and they practice scales all day and they get incredibly quick and incredibly technical and their timing is very tight. However, there are other people who it's a bit like music comes to them. You ever heard a singer say that a melody came to them in a dream? I feel like that's how Troy approaches a lot of what he does. And these lyrics over here, by the way, got me right in my goddamn feels. Because Lucy's her daughter, right? Millennia of Darkness for the Fallow. From Lucy's Prince to Those in the Moon. Huh. I will say this, and if you don't mind just indulging me for a minute, needs more pausing. We'll be here forever. And I'm sure you all have other things you want to get on with your day. Also, shout out B. My other half is right across the screen over here. She's not on camera today. I normally pop her up in a window right over here. But she had surgery recently, so I'm giving her a break to just relax and do her thing. And she's healing up. Oh, Lucy as in... Okay. I do know that, actually. So thank you for... This is perfect, exactly. I get direct feedback. It's fantastic. There's a lot of conversation and debate around the sound of Nightwish, how it evolves, how it changes, how it moves. Think about it this way. Like, I think that we forget... or maybe we don't forget, but we choose to ignore that music is made by people. And people are evolving. You ever had a friend who used to be really wild and crazy? Maybe they drank too much, maybe they partied too hard, and then all of a sudden they're sober and they're married and they have kids, and it's a very big change, but that's still your friend, right? It's still everything that you love about them is still in that person. They're just different. They're older. They found new hobbies. They've gravitated away from certain things and towards others, but never away from you. And I think that that's important with Nightwish. You have to keep that in mind whenever you're looking at a band that's changing, and understand this. And I could not say anything more important during this stream, although I will try. If bands do not evolve, if they are not allowed complete creative freedom, they will cease to exist. That isn't some smart thing I made up or that is a fact. So place your criticism carefully, but understand you are very valid in any opinion you have, because music, a bit like food, can't tell people what to like. For example, Marmite. That's a disaster. Marmite and Bovril has no place in this world. But I'm friends with people who love them. So, there you go. The day off. Let's go. Let's go. And yes, B's okay. She's recovering greatly.
Take shelter, skies are humming, Armageddon second coming, war of the worlds, the end of history. Take shelter, floods are rising, the wrath of thunder is drumming, end of days for mankind and for your kin. For those empty moments, fear more, in this grave new world of 84, fast that last breath, AI to kill us all. Horse waste, covering London, Martians among us, Y2K, horde all aboard, the end is near.
Tell me, Steven. Tell me I wrong home. I feel like I had to pause in this just because I've already heard this one and I don't want to interrupt it too much, but I'm laughing because people are... I love how we're talking so seriously about music, but the main thing that's standing out is how infuriated people are about Marmite. Oh, I love you guys so fucking much. This is great. Oh, goodness me. Marmite like licking a used jockstrap. Yep, gonna not read the rest of that. I'm trying to keep in YouTube's good books. They don't like me very much. But I will say this. Bishop Steiner, who is a wonderful person, and I think I could safely say a friend, online friend. Bruce Dickinson commented in a recent pod on how albums are a snapshot of a band, of who the band was at that time. And to expect a band to stay like that forever does them a massive disservice. I added massive. I think it's necessary. Couldn't agree more. The Marmite got people, huh? I like some of them songs. Love this melody. Absolutely perfectly placed. Ooh, that. Okay, so there's a thing called a ladder climb. You heard it in the previous song where it's that, no, but it can go in either direction, but then it'll jump back up and it'll climb down lower, jump back up, climb down lower. And because of what it's doing, sometimes it'll root back again and it'll feel endless like this loop. And that's something that's happening right here with a small little lead piece. So smart to bring drums in after one phase. Why? Because all of a sudden your ears aren't used to it anymore. Your comfortability is gone. Your intrigue is up. And here we all are.
too late, gather up, it's the day of.
Burton on Trends. I used to live in Nottingham for a long time. There you go. Anybody want a key trade? Pro YouTuber.
It's a long road to a dream world, all the pain and suffering to feel for. It's there, but yours is an empty circle. Made up the sun rising, made sense of aquas flying. Time for another fear made real. A need to fear, drag them all. A lust for never-ending downpour. A man-shaped evil walks among us. Stay awake, cover up. Fear the wilds that feed, feed the young beast. Hide the unshut guns, the end is fear. We are the ill-starred kids of your junkyard. The innocent diamonds unscarred. The moment
Love this. Love this.
so many times past the we are the ill-starred kids of your junkyard. The innocent diamonds unscarred.
I'll get to you now on that, David. Love it. Fucking love it. Remember how much I love it now. And that's great because I purposefully, it is the kind of thing where I would go, oh yeah. Someone goes, listen, you know, especially with the stream coming up, you think, oh, I'll just go back and revisit those songs. I purposefully didn't because I wanted to have as close to a real experience again with them as I can. Real experience isn't right. Authentically new experience. David says, am I right in thinking that you haven't reacted to Nightwish's rendition of High Hopes? You are right. And I'm laughing a little when you said that because my other half has been telling me to do that song as a reaction forever. How does it go? Forever. There you go. If you catch that reference, you're the best. Or just easily over 30 years old. The reason I haven't done it, and I'll be very, very honest with you, and you guys are going to probably slap me for this, I'm going to be very polarizing here, if you will, is because I don't know the original that well. Of course I know the original High Hopes. Of course I do. But I don't know it well. Tell me if I'm off here, and you guys tell me what you think. I always trust you. I'll do what you say. I'll go with the majority. Do you care if I know the original well enough to talk about the distinguishing differences, or are you just more interested in me listening to it as its own thing and commenting about it? Because when you listen to it and they go, I can't believe it didn't, it's like, I don't really care. It's whatever. Some people are some people. But if you guys are happy with the fact that I'm not like crazily familiar with the original, then I'm happy to do it. Sherlindria, another polarizing thing. You say it sounds a bit like ABBA. I don't like ABBA. I don't hate ABBA. It's just not for me. But I appreciate they got some bangers, I guess. You're killing me, Smalls. Maybe do both. Yeah, well, that's the thing is I could do both, but I guess younger me thought that. Oh God, how do I say this without being an arsehole? You just say it then, I guess. Younger me in the reaction scene was quite critical of myself, and I always thought that people there was an expectation to pick up every nuance of everything. And why is that, right? Why? Well, because I told people, not verbally, but through the music and the videos that I made, that I told people that I could do that. So I told them, that's on me. And I'm a human being, so I miss things, especially because I'm not a liar, like a lot of people are in the reaction scene. They're there for your attention. They're not there for you. And some people are great. So I'm just there. ABBA's my favorite band besides Nightwish. Chase, don't say you don't like ABBA. Okay, is your mom on here? Sound Ocean mom? It's not that ABBA aren't good. It's just like, you know how some people love pizza and some people love sushi, and you can like both things, but you have a favorite? It's that. But yeah, so I told people I could pick up everything and I could find it and I could do it, and I put a lot of pressure on myself to do that. And the minute that I allowed myself to be a bit more free, I got a lot of judgment for that. So as long as you guys are happy, I'm happy. I'm older and my skin's pretty thick. ABBA got some bangers, I guess. Oh my god, that's got his shirt. You notice much more than most. I try, I really do try. Oh! I'll tell you afterwards. It's not. We'll save it. Thank you, Stephen. Okay, you gotta pass it on to your mom for me then, please. God, 348 people. Grateful, so grateful. This. That's that climb, that ladder climb. Thank you, Jamie. That's what I struggled with for a while, and that means a lot more than you'll ever realize. Thank you. There you go. Oh, that vocal. before we head into this bridge piece, man, that I remember hearing. Babe, do you know if was Perfume of the Timeless? That was the first one I did, right, from this new album.
Yeah, and then you did the Oceans one.
Yeah, and then I did Day Of, right?
I'm sorry?
Did I do Day Of? I did. Yeah, I did. I don't know. I think so. Everyone remembers Palm Mute Gang. Of course you do. You're the best. Shout out everybody. I'm going to listen to what the voting says at the top if we want to do the video. Save the weave. I'm going to go in order of the album, so I'm going to stick with what they want us to do, but I'm just thinking at the end it might be nice to finish with the video. I remember this being, it started and I had heard the rumblings and the complaints of people who had issues with the mix. I can't care enough. Don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that I don't care if you like or you don't like a particular mix of a band. That's up to you. But there's this fucking insane thing that happens on the internet. My channel, I've been as authentic as I can with myself, and hopefully that translates and hopefully you enjoy it. There's a lot of people who, I guess, get kind of a following on the internet, and you end up being like an X-list internet celebrity person, and then there's this like weird thing that happens in some people's heads where they believe that their opinion, because of the endorsement of subscriptions or support, is somehow right, and if you disagree, then you're wrong. And it's never communicated that directly, but it's always communicated in the efforts of the back and forth, and I don't understand it. Think what you like about the mix. I couldn't give a single hot fuck. What I do care about is, are they challenging themselves? Are they trying something new? Are they taking risks? And the risks that they take, are they leaning into them so goddamn viciously that you can do nothing but applaud them for it? That's what I care about. Yeah, it's crazy. Big Sam, it's crazy. Love it. Love you guys. You're the best. Oh, Victor Rutan in there. Hell yeah. Oh. One more time for me. This. Oh. My Troy boy. That's so big, so
perfume of the timeless, last sighs on a deathbed.
Yeah, this is.
We are their air dust on their palm. We are because of a million loves. We're the perfume of the timeless, last sighs of a million.
Oh, I'm going to pause there real quick to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Saul, don't worry about it. We still got lots of music to go. We're not even halfway through, it looks like, almost. I'm going to pop up to the bathroom if you can give me a second, and I promise I'll be right back, okay? Hang in there. We're back now with unmuted time. I like cheese. I thought you said like chase. I was like, there are 4 things you'll never waste your money on: family, love, travel, and watching Nightwish live. I found their live show. I was with my other half, and I got to meet some amazing people, by the way. There were some wonderful people came up. A lot of people came up and said hi, and it was just super nice. It was crazy. Yeah. And I've been drinking a lot of water and iced coffee this morning. And now other beverages. We'll call it vitamin C. The bathroom is right here, though. This is the study, so we're all good. But I watched them live, and I thought it was an incredibly magical experience. It was like ridiculously like cheese and chase. Cheese on chase, not such a good combination, but cheese and chase, not bad. Gross, huh? Yeah. Not a fan of Troy's voice. I respect the decision to put it there. Thank you for having like a really mature outlook on that. Like, that's totally fine. I quite like it. I think it's quite, I find his voice like very storytelly. It feels like just super calming, which might be nice at the end of a song like that, but I completely respect that, of course. And my point of this was, before we head into the next one, which looks a bit shorter, named Sway, if you've seen Nightwish, tell me where you saw them. My other half and I got to see them in San Francisco at the what was it? The Warfield. The Warfield.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, either where you first saw them, where you first saw Nightwish, that would be great. Let me know. And also, if you haven't seen them, doesn't matter, you'll get your chance. But tell me where you're from. I love seeing how diverse the audience is and where everyone's from. It's kind of cool. Let me know. Oh, they already have me with this acoustic. They already have me. Fucking heartstrings, eh? God, look at you guys.
Child of mankind, of yesterwine, sway away the war in us. A grateful soul, never needed much, emanate the heavens through your touch. Sway over the mountain tops or over the swaying crops, adorn your garden with a perfect day. Sway over the discontent, ghost stories in a tent, your house lands on the witch, see yourself. It has begun to snow again in this perfect village.
Very pretty and perfectly placed. This is exactly where it needs to be.
The birds have flown, the birds have blown, where you rest your worn out wings. Sway over the mountain tops or over the swaying crops, adorn your garden with a perfect day. Sway over the discontent, ghost stories in a tent, your house lands on the witch, see yourself.
All that vocal there is like a perfect example. It's slightly different because it's not on the nose. I've spoken about this before. It's a thing called prosody, where your vocal melody mimics the actual song melody. So here's something cool for you to think about. Whenever you see somebody at like a campfire with a guitar, there's normally some guy who's trying to like hook up and he's got a guitar there. When a lot of people learn songs, they aren't learning the actual song. The song itself has got many layers to it, and if you were to play the true instrument of just like the acoustic version of whatever the guitar was doing, you wouldn't find the song to be all too recognizable. But if you allowed this element of portraying some of the vocal melody through the guitar work, which is what a lot of people do, then it's instantly recognizable. So these are two very different things, and that's why tablature is such a controversial thing, because it's depends on, do you want to play a song for your friends so they go, oh yeah, that one, or do you want to learn the song to record it in layers? It's very different. Granny Nuts, maybe you will. Maybe you will. Hang in there. They wouldn't be making music if they had plans to not make music, or at least share it with us in some way. $73, John, you still got plenty time. Plenty. Kick your feet up. Greetings, Pekka. Thank you for staying up. I know it's late. Wow. I'm sorry that you are ill, Granny Nut, but I tell you what, we can bring Nightwish to you. We're here for you. This is beautiful, man. God, 373 people. My mind is blown. I love you guys. You're the best. Beautiful. I love that lyric. Again, this is such a new, like, different dimension for me. Lyrics are so far away from what I initially gravitate towards, but to see some stories heal and some will scar is like, it's crazy because both of those things can be good and bad. It's pretty. There's a lot of layers to this. Who is swaying to the music right now? Not me. I mean, inside I am, but if I do this too much, then you guys are going to get car sick. What's next? What's next? Children of Atta. Oh my god. Sounds like a Maori.
Still fastness in the horizon. 15 long months under mocking sun. None through us there, away from world, place to us, music yet unheard. We were there, we were there.
knew it. Phoenix, that makes sense. Wow. Okay, so I wasn't far off with the Maori thing. I watch a lot of rugby. I'm a big fan of the New Zealand team, except when they play South Africa, in which case, off your fuck, because those are the boys. It tells a story. This is from Phoenix. The song tells a story of Tongan teenagers who were stranded on an island, and they got actual Tongan people in London to do the chanting. It's pretty fucking cool. That's great. That's awesome. Huh. I don't think it's quite possible. Like, and that's the other thing about this is you're talking about however many songs. I don't know how many songs there are here. Lots, 11, odd. I watch movies more than once because I like them. Sometimes it's just to share with other people, and sometimes I just put it on because it was on or whatever the thing is. But I do. Every time I watch a movie, I learn to love it more. And eventually, just like a lot of people are saying, you listen to something enough or you watch it enough and you kind of become, I don't want to say conditioned because that's wrong, but you fall in love with this thing that you thought was okay to start with. And I'm not saying I thought this was okay. I've been a big fan. I don't understand the controversy around it. We live in a strange time where people on the internet can say whatever they like, whenever they like, under any pseudonym they like, and we have to take it seriously. And the truth is you don't. Anything, I mean, I'm just a guy on the internet, and you don't have to take anything I say seriously. I would like to think that I've earned enough trust to create a level of validity to what I'm saying, but the reality is the internet's a strange place, and I think that Nightwish are one of those bands that you don't really catch them on the internet. I know Floor does like some tweets and stuff, or she used to, but I don't really see a lot of the members on social media, which is great, because it's like, who gives a fuck what people think? Now, of course, if you're in a band or if you're in an entertainment industry, you have to care about your audience, but your audience has to trust, and they've earned it, for God's sakes. They have to trust that this band is doing everything that they want to do while still servicing the fan base that they've accumulated over God knows how many years. It's a bit infuriating to me, but here we are. We'll figure it out. Love the hi-hat work. People. Hell yeah. Let's go. That's my favorite part. That light a fire for the boat of far campsite Gaia, that's my favorite melody in this. It's god tier. This is phenomenal. Jesus. This is okay, this is in competition from one of my favorite tracks, easily. It's funny because I look at this picture and all I can think of is Troy saying, yeah, I like the shoes too. Got them at Walmart. It's just vibing. That melody there for those two lines is fucking insane. I will be, apologies if I do, I take my headphones off one ear. I had a hearing test recently, and my left ear is just, both my ears are terrible. They just do this. But this one's quite bad, so I have to get an MRI and see what's going on there. But I am enjoying it, and it's funny, when you listen to a single song in isolation, there's like so much controversy around details that don't matter and ought not to matter. But when you listen to it as a story like this, it's just this like phenomenal journey. None of that matters. It's what's next, what happened. You start to understand. You're in this like intimate experience with them for an hour and a bit. Is there an Easter egg breakdown, e.g. on YouTube? That'd be cool. I'd watch that. I'd be up for that. Man, 417 people. You guys are crazy. And just a reminder, and a lot of people go, how can I support you? Well, it's very easy. You could just do exactly what you're doing. Subscribe to the channel. Hang in there. I get around to a lot of different stuff, and I encourage you to not run away if it's a week where maybe there's something you don't like. Music should be challenging, and you should challenge yourself to hear new things. The other thing you could do is you could do super chats on this over here, because there's no way that even a penny of any of this stream from all of the ads that they place and all that stuff is coming to me. It does not happen. It will not happen. It has not happened with Nightwish. It's worse than tinnitus. I think we don't know what it is, but they assume it might be a small little benign tumor, which is apparently a thing that can happen, and it causes severe hearing loss, I guess. So we'll figure it out. I'm okay. But yeah, you could do a super chat, and you can support that way because, like I said, none of the revenue of this comes to me, but I am enjoying this thoroughly, and I'm grateful that you all spend your time here. On to the next one. It's called Something Whispered Follow Me, which is fucking terrifying as a concept. If you tell me if you know this about the urban legend about the dog licking the guy's hand. If you know it, you're an OG. I'd say it's connected to bad. Maybe if I have the operation or something, then I'll lose all my superpowers here. I'll just be a regular dude then. Thank you, Mr. Very much appreciated. Is there anything she can't do, for God's sakes? Palm UK. saw nothing, Dixon. I was placed in order, that's all. I did say that actually, you're right. Actually, first of all, this I am loving. It's one of those songs that's not going to be my favorite on the album for obvious reasons, because it's meant to have a particular moment to control a particular part of an album. Fucking love it. But you guys remember this? I got hard done by. And I'm calling it, and this is the only time I'm going to make a claim like this. Why is this fucking chair squeaking? I need a cute, what's it? WD-40, this thing. Do you remember when I was like, she could sing the phone book and it would be whatever? Hey. Then she went on a show and they were like, hey, Floor, we think you could sing the phone book and it would sound great. And she fucking did. And I don't know, but I didn't hear my goddamn name anywhere. Huh? I didn't hear, hey, there was this guy once on the internet from Africa who now lives in America who said a thing. Can you do it? And she fucking killed it. And I was like this. Sulking. Because that's on me, Dutch radio. Fucking get it. What are their names? I'm gonna at them. Fucking Dutch radio. Stealing my shit. They just stole it! Oh God, Metal Crew, thank you so much, honestly. There'll be more like this, I promise. These are very good for me and I love them. As long as you guys want to keep seeing them, I'll be up for it. This is gorgeous. This is like an 80s Kiss song and I love it. Ooh. Okay. So this piano piece coming up here is a really good example. In hip-hop, hippity-hop, they do a thing where they take a hi-hat hit or a cymbal hit and they reverse it and they put an exponential fade on. Now a traditional fade goes like this. An exponential fade goes like this, which means the longer the fade continues, the more impact it has exponentially, hence the name. They'll take a cymbal sound, which is they flip it, put an exponential fade, and you get that's how they get little break beats back into DJE things. And they're doing that slightly here, but it's not quite the same. They're not really reversing the note. They're reversing the attack and the decay on it. I'm not quite sure how they're doing it, but it's a very cool effect. And it's just something small that I guess you might hear as part of a bigger picture and think, well, that was painted nicely, but you don't take the time to look at the brush stroke. I love it. Christina, I've always been here, I'm right here, and I'm grateful that you've been watching. Stick around, there'll be a lot more of these. Bart, you're absolutely correct, yes. That's exactly why. Hang on. I need to go back because Floor's doing some magic here, and I need to focus on it. Silver Fox, thank you so much for that. That was really kind of you. I very much appreciate it, and grateful as always. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That. The beauty about music isn't so much in the layering, but the exposure of it sometimes. And what I mean by that is sometimes that kind of effect might be going on throughout a song, or at least a part of the song. You don't realize it, but you do realize it when the rest of the song fades away. And even no matter how intently or actively you listen, our memories are short. We're captivated by now. And maybe after many listens, you can change your mind on it. But even there, right then, I can't tell you if that was going on throughout the end of the song. But when the song fades away and that's all that you're left with, you have this like, oh, wow, that was there. That was something that was exposed to me. They allowed me into that little moment. It's such a beautiful thought. That's incredible. Troy Lamnitz, I hope you're enjoying and feeling welcome in America with your bride. Oh, what a lovely thing you said. I'm feeling incredibly welcome. Americans have been incredibly kind to me, and I know that there's a lot of like craziness in the world, and everyone has opinions in particular things. But my day-to-day, people have been super kind. Everyone's been really nice. I've not faced any kind of nastiness that I suppose that you might assume happens when you're not living here. And my wife, who, if I could just take a minute, if you'd allow me to, is not only one of the most beautiful, or the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life, but there is no Chase, and there is no Chase channel without her. There's not the version of me I am now is solely placed on her shoulders because of what she does, who she is. I've never felt more supported and loved outside of my family, immediate family, than I have by this woman. And she is as close to God's gift to a perfect life as I'll ever find. I love you. You are everything.
Me too.
Ooh, a little more sinister. Hang on, what was that? Ooh. Oh, another quick moment. That's what this is for. I'm not apologizing for fucking pausing. It is what it is, okay? I am sappy, yeah, you're right. When it comes to her, completely. There was a time in a song, and I don't know if it was Greatest Show on Earth, I think it was, where there was... Oh God, this is one of the most controversial things that's ever happened on my channel with regarding Nightwish. There was a moment where there was a slip. And I think you all know what I'm talking about, because you're gonna be like, there was a slip in what Thomas was doing, and people are like, that's not a slip. Sucking him dry. I'm not sure where we going with that. That's funny. I can't have a laugh. Welcome, Jeff. Yeah, the Greatest Show on Earth, where he slips, and people are telling me like that's not a slip. That's a purposeful thing. With all the respect in the world, and I mean he is owed an infinite amount, that is a slip. That is not purposeful. People went, it's not a slip, it's on the album. And I was like, okay, then I'm wrong. And then I listened to it, and it wasn't the same. Now, there's a big difference between playing something that is tunally different and a slip. So it's not necessarily the note that he ends up on, it's the way you get there, right? And I was like, huh? That was a slip. And it's okay. Do you know why? Because when something's too perfect, you know, we call it AI, and even that's shit. So humanity, authenticity, and mistakes are great. And I was like, don't make it not a slip, because that's the fucking beauty in it. God forbid he showed a moment of human error. That makes him better. That makes him more loved. And I also heard recently that he doesn't care very much for reactions. I don't know how true this is. You guys could tell me if you want to. I was told that he doesn't like reactions. And someone told me that on a Twitch stream yesterday, I think it was. And I went, couldn't give a hot fuck. I'm sure, and I said this and I will say it here for everyone who's listening, I don't blame somebody for having a distaste for reactions. I kind of vomit in my mouth when I say it. I try my best when someone goes, oh, what do you do on YouTube? I go, listen to music. Because I know the reaction thing has got like a sour taste. And why? And that's because there's everybody and their uncle has a fucking reaction channel. Australian sheep herder reacts. Psychiatrist with mild depression reacts. There's always like a fucking thing you gotta be. There's always a gimmick. One testicled Hungarian monk reacts. It's always a thing. And there's a lot of people who try and game a system. They see a thing and they go, well, I could fucking do that. And they do it and they don't do it very well. And I understand that it's just how it is. However, whether he likes the reactions or not has no bearing on what I do and how much I love and respect him. So it's great. I would like to imagine a world where he doesn't give a single hot shit about what anyone's doing on the internet. He's just making fantastic music and we're just here to love it. No mistakes, just unique moments. That's fucking cool. James Hetfield's a master of that. Because he made some unique moments himself, didn't he? Stephen, yes. Yes. Florosaurus is great. This is beautiful.
What did you weave during the moonlight hours? Did you create or did you wait and try the other way fly? Sucking him dry. Where did you get that little cross on your back? Mark for life, a needle in a haystack, a laboring beast, ready to feast. Spin away the delicate silver silk of your will, on your masterpiece. Cut the thread, once you're done with a newly dead, it'll be a new one. Spider silk, a Carneson wanders motionless. She looks for stolen moments, spinning away, a mystery play. Emotionless, she picks her life in waiting, caught in the yarn, another death creating. Spider silk, beautiful spin. Spin away the delicate silver silk of your will, on your masterpiece. Cut the thread, once you're done with a newly dead, it'll be a newborn. Spin away the delicate silver silk of your will, on your masterpiece. Cut the thread, once you're done with a newly dead, it'll be a newborn. Spin away, 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 come spin away. Spin away, spin away, spin away, spin away, spin
That part where it's that gallop, not quite right, but that kind of thing with her just going spin away, which is a syncopated delayed start. There's one moment in that entire phrasing where everything hits at the exact same point. That's your root, that's the anchor. But because it doesn't sit at the beginning of the phrase, you almost like are conditioned to reboot and go, well, that's where it starts, but it doesn't, which makes the spin off, excuse the pun, into this next bit even more surprising. There's such little moments in music that are so wonderful. God, this band is fire. And someone just said, please pay attention to the song. I'm doing my best to do both. I want to enjoy it and hang out, but you are dead right, and I will. Thank you. Bring it on then. Oh!
Spin away the delicate silver silk of your well.
Great song.
And we
The delicate silver
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Those keys are so crazy. I finally get the sucking him dry thing. Like, but I'm a fucking child, so my mind goes to other stuff. Johan, thank you so much, man. That's super, super kind of you. Thank you so much. Jovan. That hype is fire. I need to go to the bathroom again. Give me literally about 12 seconds. But while you're from SA, Hendrik, I would never have guessed with a name like that. Hoe gaan dit, meneer? Geniet julle naweek? Please, while I'm off to the bathroom, won't you please you go first? No, I'll chat because it's right. You want to go upstairs? What do you want to do? I'm making this too complicated. Okay, well, I'm going to go to the back to the bathroom. Back to the bathroom. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Please tell me what your favorite song is. You're not going to be able to guess mine. And it's based off of a live moment that I saw in San Francisco. Give me 2 seconds. Be back now. Back. Killed it. Crushed it. Sunim is taken from Parnaby from start. My Afrikaans is pretty useless. I'm half Afrikaans, I guess. Half Afrikaans. Let's see. Yeah, I know 470 people is wild. It was close to like 500. It's insane. I'm so grateful. Longer than 12 seconds. You're right. Great reaction and meaning as always. Greens from Netherlands. A&P. Wait, are you from A&P Reacts? Is that that's a channel, right?
I think so.
Yeah, A&P Reacts. Yeah. I'm not very connected to the reaction world. I'm not connected really to anyone. I have a couple of friends that like Alan, some of the Dicadic peeps and the Gaijin guys like I know a little bit, but I'm not really connected to anyone, so apologies if I've missed anything. As a Dutchie, I can understand. Erica, of course you can. My favorite song from Nightwish live that I've ever seen is it Daydreaming, babe? I'm terrible with song names. Babe.
What?
Is Daydreaming, right? My favorite one. My favorite live one from them.
No.
What was it? Is there a song called Daydreaming? Am I getting this mixed up? I'm terrible with names. Everdream. That's it. That's the one. Everdream. Well, either way, I haven't spoken to Julia or anybody really in the scene for a long time. I know she's busy doing study stuff. I haven't really spoken to her. Everdream. That's the one. Well, regardless, welcome, MP Michelson. Everdream was so good live. Floor was so good live. That song is so demanding on your vocals. It's fucking unbelievable. I thought she was just complete magic to watch. It was one of those moments where I literally went... and they played all the ones I want to see. I want to see that. Just speaking about you. Closer. But yeah, that was a fucking magical one. And it's hard. Sometimes just moments happen where I was with my wife, my brother was there just watching it live, and I was like, that's the one. That's the one that's going to be hard to beat live. Just felt great. Let's move on to this next one called Herath. Oh, I'm not very, very bad with this, but I'm looking forward to it. Dead Boys Poem live. Ah, yeah. Clip that, Jack. Oh my god, acoustic has the heart. Jeez. Wow. Why is this familiar? Have I heard this? Is it really? Hang on. You're saying it's identical? Well, that would explain why I fucking heard it. Let's just do that. Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm doing it live. Doing it live. I caught it though, at least. That I knew it. Thank you, KL7. Appreciate you. Huh.
Dance out of you,
Never ending, longing for the waters, for a home that once was, for a ghost of lullaby, ever tending, watering the dead fields, living with a heart will, tear the blue from shining eyes.
This is so... I don't know if anyone likes musicals. My favorite musical is Little Shop of Horrors. By far. Not even close. There's nothing. But there's a musical called Joseph and His Technicolor Dreamcoat, and there's one of the songs in that where this is that... It's almost... It's that song, Bring Back My Dreams to Me. Children of Israel. That one. I can't remember the name of it. But there's parts of it that are like so somber and sad, but then there's like little moments of hope in it. And this is exactly what that feels like. It's beautiful.
A beast still roams these hills, long to belong, leading birds, singing songs, nights filled with light we don't.
Yes, Sound Ocean, yes.
Never ending, longing for the waters, for a home that once was, for a ghost love lullaby, ever tending, water in the dead fields.
Clive, you did not. Really?
Tear the blue from shining on, never ending.
Yeah, let's go. Here we go. So you need the lift. Let's go. Come on. Great.
Never ending, longing for the waters. Oh.
Harvest 2.0. God, before we start the weave, what a wonderful song. Jesus. I'm trying to think like what this Children of Utter is like standing out to me massively. All of them are. They're all great. I'm thinking about ones that are newer to me on the stream. It's hard to fucking choose anything here. It's really, really difficult. It's crazy to think that like how many people in this band? 5? Is it 5? Like traditionally, 5 people made all of these sounds. Not only did they imagine the sounds, they then used whatever technology and physical instruments they could, and they actually just had an understanding and practiced and recorded a thing to create this. It's kind of a fucking insane idea that even happened. Chase, Phoenix, before you start the weave, take notice that the lyrics play forward and then the second half they play reverse order. Well, that was true of a particular composer. Was it Beethoven? Let me have a look. Bach, that's what it was. No, but it wasn't that. There was something that happened, unless it's a myth that I heard, where there was a song written by a famous composer, and please don't edge, where he couldn't finish the song because he passed away, and they knew they couldn't finish it for him, so they just played it, reversed it for the second half of it. So I wonder if that has anything to do with this. But that's yeah. I mean, without you even telling me, I would have noticed that in the lyrics right away, just because I have an eye for patterns, and that is exactly that. 6, yeah, of course, 6. Yes, it's insane, man. Okay, well, we're doing Weave. We'll take a quick little recap of where we are, and before Lance and Light, we're going to switch to the video for that one. Mozart. It was Mozart, right? Yeah. God damn. Big thank you to James Sherman, of course, always. Sure, whoever was involved in this. I'm in Hogwarts! I'm in Hogwarts! Big sound. Hell yes. Just real quick, first of all, Akash, thank you so much, Akash Mankessel, thank you so much for the support. It literally means the world. It helps. B and I have something special coming up, and there's every bit of support helps. I won't go into any more detail, but even knowing that this is a reversal of its construct, there's something like when a magician shows you. It's like a magician rolling his sleeves up and he's showing you like this is where the trick is. It's not here, it's not here, it's right here. And even knowing what to look for, it still becomes almost impossible to appreciate it until kind of right where I am right now, where you go, yeah, it isn't quite as simple as a reversal, but it is. It's all of the simplicity of telling you that that's the thing, but it's all of the genius of showing you that thing. Am I making sense? Hope so. Oh! Hang on, before it ends. This is fucking excuse the light that's shining through. We haven't put up a curtain here yet, so there's a bit of a daylight thing hitting me right there. That bass and drum work is like, it's almost tagging each other in to make it seem infinite, to make it seem exhausting. Like there's no end in sight to it. It's gorgeous. Let's go back a little. It's perfect. I was like, oh, that's done. Well, apparently fucking not. Oh, now you guys, yeah. I'm glad you didn't ruin it for me. Thank you for